Morning everyone. This class is about chemical coordination and regulation. See, chemical coordination and regulation, if you take this, under this, the subtopics are endocrine glands, hormones, human endocrine system. If you see, there are different endocrine glands there in our body. First one is hypothalamus, second one is pituitary, third one is pineal. These three are present in the brain. And thyroid and parathyroid, which is present in the neck region. At the back of the thyroid gland, the parathyroid, there are four in number, which is present at the back side of the thyroid gland. And adrenal, which is present just above the kidney, and pancreas. Pancreas is not actually the endocrine gland, but it is exocrine gland. But inside the pancreas, if you see, inside the pancreas, there is a part of it is islets of Langerhans. Okay, so they're called as islets of Langerhans. This secretes the insulin, right? And mechanism of hormone action we are going to see. Sorry. This is the pancreas, and inside the pancreas you can see the islets of Langerhans. They secrete the insulin. And next part, if you see, it is gonads. So totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different endocrine glands are there in our human body. You can see here clearly in the brain region, that's in the head region, there are 3 different endocrine gland, and this is thyroid, and back of the thyroid there is parathyroid. This is thymus, and the kidneys just above this adrenal. You can see the cap-like structure, that is adrenal, and this is pancreas. In the pancreas we can find the islets of Langerhans, and in female, if you see, ovary is acts like a endocrine gland, and in male it acts like a endocrine gland. Which one? In the sense it is testis. Okay. Now let us see what is hormone. Hormones are nothing but, see, just example, I'll show this is an endocrine gland. If you take, hormones are nothing but, it is a chemical messenger which are produced by the endocrine glands. Okay, and these endocrine glands, they release this chemical messenger directly into the blood. So that is called as hormone. Okay, so what is hormone? Hormone is nothing but a chemical messenger secreted by endocrine glands and released directly into the bloodstream. So it is called as hormone. So what is called as enzyme in the sense? Enzymes are the glands secrete the enzyme that will be sent out through a duct. Okay, sends out through a duct. Duct in the sense tube. See, for example, this is pancreas in the sense. Pancreas send the pancreatic juice into the duct to the duodenum. Okay, so through the duct, so it is called as, okay, so this gland is called as exocrine gland. They secrete and send the secretion out through the duct to the organ, so it is called as exocrine gland. See, for example, this is pancreas. The pancreas send the pancreatic juice to the tube, and then it enter into the duodenum part. So the secretion is poured into the duodenum part. Okay, so that secretion is called as enzyme. And hormone is different from the enzyme. Hormone is a chemical messenger. Okay, this will react with the food material, and but here it is a chemical messenger. It is taken by the blood and sent to different parts of the body. Okay, so that secretion is called as hormone. This secretion is called as enzyme. Okay, and if you are taking the hormones are of two types. One is protein hormone and steroid hormone. So what is protein hormone? What is steroid hormone? Let us see. So just like vitamin, water soluble vitamin and fat soluble vitamin we have studied already. So like that, the hormones are also of two types. Protein hormones are water soluble and steroid hormones are fat soluble. Okay, so this is the difference between the water soluble and fat soluble. Water soluble is called as protein hormone, and fat soluble is called as steroid hormone. Okay, now come to this one. Example of protein hormone is adrenaline and noradrenaline. These hormones are secreted by the adrenal gland. From the name itself, you can easily identify it is secreted by the adrenal gland. Okay, steroid hormone example we can see it is thyroid hormones. Thyroid hormones are secreted by the thyroid gland. Okay, and one important thing I have to tell you, GIAS Academy is offering foundation program for IIT, JEE as well as NEET to class 6th to 10th, as well as the advanced program is also offered by GIAS Academy for class 11th and 12th at the school campus itself, at your school campus itself. So interested schools can contact them. Okay, these are the phone numbers which is given. These are the numbers for GIAS Academy. You can contact and talk to these program. Any schools are interested in the sense, the principal, the correspondent can contact on this number and get this program for your school. And the fee is very affordable. The middle class people can also afford this fee. Okay, thank you. And coming to the mechanism of hormone action, role of hormones as messengers and regulators. So how these hormones are acting as a messenger as well as regulator, we are going to see. Okay. So what is hormone mechanism in the sense? I told you some hormones are water soluble in the sense that is those hormones are called as protein hormone. Okay, so the protein hormone directly it is unable to enter into the cell. Why? In the sense it is soluble only in water, isn't it? The cell membrane are made up of phospholipid, so it is lipid, so they can solve it. So the protein hormone require a special receptor to enter into the cell. So these receptors are present on the membrane of membrane of the cell. So this will be the hormone will be received by these receptor, and then these receptor enter inside. There will be a few chemical reaction takes place, and this is the secondary messenger. This is first messenger, this is the second messenger, and there will be so many chemical reaction takes place, and the thing which goes. Okay, and if you see this one, this receptor, there are two receptors. One is internal receptor and one is external receptor. Where this internal receptor, in the sense internal receptors will be present in the cytoplasm or on the nuclear membrane. Okay, nuclear membrane, the receptors will be. So these two receptors, the receptor which is present in the cytoplasm, the receptor which is present on the membrane of the nucleus, are called as internal receptor. Okay, and coming to the external receptor, what you are seeing on the cell membrane, that is external receptor. Okay, so these are the two receptors, internal receptor and external receptor. Okay, this reaction, that is mechanism of hormone action, takes place only for the protein hormones. Okay, because they are not soluble or they are unable to enter into the cell directly. So they need a certain receptor to pass into the cell. Okay, and the receptor are of two type I told you, right? You can see here, this will be taken by the protein carrier. This is steroid hormone from the intercellular space. Then it is released. See, you can see the hormone, which is steroid hormone. Directly it enters through the membrane and it is attached with the receptor protein in the cytoplasm. Then it is coming to the nuclear membrane and enter into the nucleus through this nuclear pore. Pore will be present here and there on the nucleus, and now it is coming in contact with the DNA. And when it's come in contact with the DNA, mRNA will be produced and it will be released outside. You can see this is the mRNA which comes out and it is come in contact with the ribosome. When it come in contact with the ribosome, automatically the protein synthesis takes place. A particular part of the protein is produced in the sense that will be produced. So this production of protein will be given by the message is given by the particular hormone to release this protein. Okay. Now we can see the mechanism of hormone action we are seeing now. So the mechanism, if you take, there are two types of mechanism. One is fixed membrane receptor mechanism. Fixed membrane receptor mechanism. The next one is mobile receptor mechanism. Okay. So mechanism, if you take, there are two types of mechanism. Fixed membrane receptor mechanism and the mobile receptor mechanism. What is fixed membrane receptor mechanism in the sense? See, this receptor is fixed in a place, okay, fixed in a place, and what is happening here, the water soluble hormones that are the protein, okay, the protein which shows this type of mechanism. The hormones cannot pass through the lipid membrane, I already told you, so they have to taken by a particular receptor. Okay, so they come in contact with this receptor, in the sense these receptor, through this receptor the hormone enter into the cell, that is the cell cytoplasm of the cell. Then that enzyme, uh, when the hormone bind on the target receptor, the enzyme known as adenyl cyclase. Okay, so this will be in the cell, will be get activated, which helps in the production of the cyclic AMP. Okay, so this is called as fixed membrane receptor mechanism. Then the reaction takes place, and the next one is the mobile receptor mechanism. What is mobile receptor mechanism in the sense? The steroid hormone. Okay, the fatty acids of the steroid hormone shows this type of mechanism, which present in the intercellular space. Okay, where the hormone bind with the receptor, and in the target receptor which activates, and enzymatically the activity of the cell brings the biochemical changes inside the cell. Okay, so this is called as mobile receptor mechanism. And regulators, hormones as regulators. Hormones sometimes they act as a regulator also to maintain the different activities. The secretion of the hormones are under the control of other hormone. So it is called as feedback control. So there are two types of feedback control. One is positive feedback control. Another one is negative feedback control. So what is positive feedback control? We will see. Positive feedback control is a process in which the end product of action causes more of action which occurs in a feedback loop. Example, menstrual cycle, as well as the blood clotting, that is clotting of the blood, that is the positive feedback control. Okay, negative feedback control in the sense, it's a type of process in which the regulation of the end product reduces the stimulus. That is blood sugar regulation, temperature regulation. Those are called as negative feedback control. Okay, see, hormone is a regulator. Regulator in the sense it regulates different body functions. Okay, so it is called as regulators. Hormone sometimes they act as a regulator. So what it is regulating in the sense, in two ways it regulates. One is positive and one is negative. Positive in the sense, see for example the menstrual cycle as well as the blood clotting. After the menstrual cycle, everything will be in control. Okay, so that is positive. That is, it's a process. End product action costs more of action which occurs in a feedback loop. So continuously the menstrual cycle takes place in the body of the females. Okay, that is the example for the positive feedback control. Negative in the sense, this type of process in which the regulation of end product, which reduces the stimuli, that is blood sugar regulation. See, when you eat the food, the blood sugars will be more in the bloodstream. So sometimes the blood sugar will be, the high blood sugar is not good for health. So this has to be regulated. This has to be bring down. So that will be done by this hormonal action. And one more, temperature regulation. The outside temperature is more, our body is also gets heated up. So that has to be regulated. That will be done by the hormones. Okay, as a regulators. So we have seen there are two. One is positive and one is negative. And hormones is messenger. So hormones acts in two ways, as a regulator and as well as a messenger. So as a messenger, what it is doing in the sense, neurohormones. Neurohormones are secreted by the nerves. Okay, neurohormones are secreted by the nerves. These are the nerve cell in the sense they secrete, and this will be passed to the next nerve. So this message will be carried out throughout the body through the nerves. Okay. And the neurosecretory cells, the hypothalamus, you have seen this is the hypothalamus, secretes the hormone. Those hormones carries the pituitary glands and stimulates it to release various hormones. Okay, so the hypothalamus secretes a hormone that stimulates the pituitary gland, okay, to secrete the hormones, which acts as a messenger, which will be taken by the nerves, and which acts as a messenger. Okay, and hormone imbalance in the body will cause due to several health conditions. So we have to take care about the body very carefully. Take all the nutrients, which is very important to balance the hormonal action. Okay. So what are the food material which is required to keep the hormone in a balanced condition? That will be, you can go and see the nutritional videos or nutritional classes and get idea about that. Okay, so take care about your hormones. It is very important for the body function in a normal way. Okay, so some diseases are thyroid disorder. We have often heard about this. Diabetes, see thyroid disorder in the sense if the thyroid gland is not function in a normal way, we will get some disorders. And diabetes in the sense if the insulin, okay, insulin is not secreted in a proper amount in the sense, we get diabetes. Okay, polycystic ovary syndrome. This is regarding ovaries. If the ovary not secretes the hormones in a proper way or in a balanced way, we get that one. Okay, the menstrual syndrome also because of that only. Some of the common conditions are ovarian tumors and ovarian cysts. So we have to be take care about each and every gland is very important for us. Okay, so hormonal imbalance makes so many disorders also. Let us see some of the questions here. Name types of mechanism of hormone action. There are two types of action mechanism we have seen. One is fixed membrane receptor mechanism and another one mobile receptor mechanism. Okay. And the next question, if you see, what are the five major processes that are in hormonal control? So there are five major processes in the sense: reproduction, growth and development, metabolism, sexual function, and homeostasis are the five major processes that are controlled by the hormones. Okay, that is reproduction, growth and development of body, metabolism, sexual function, and homeostasis. Next question, if you see, what are the three mechanisms of hormone control? Three mechanisms in which the endocrine gland stimulates and releases the hormone are hormonal stimuli. That is, we have seen the hypothalamus that secrete the hormone that will activate the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland secretes different types of hormones. Each and every hormone go and stimulate the endocrine glands. Then the endocrine glands again this produce the hormone that will reach the target organ and activate the organs. Okay, so this is hormonal stimuli. Hormone release is controlled in response to hormone released by other endocrine glands. That is what we have seen here. Okay, humoral stimuli. Humoral stimuli in the sense the hormone release is controlled in response to changes in ion or extra fluid levels. Okay, extracellular fluid levels, that is humoral stimuli. Neural stimuli in the sense the hormone release is controlled in response to neural stimulation. What you have seen in the nerve cells, okay, as a messenger, the neurons take the messages to different organs. Okay, this is neural stimuli. Humoral stimuli is extracellular fluid. Okay, and hormonal stimuli is the main is hypothalamus that stimulate the pituitary. The pituitary stimulates different glands. Then the gland secretes the hormone that come and stimulate the respective target organs. Okay. Next question is, what do you mean by mechanism of hormone action? So mechanism of hormone action are seen in the protein hormone. Already we have seen, which we can see only in the protein hormone. Protein hormone are otherwise called as water soluble hormone, such as insulin, adrenaline, TSH, and so on. Okay. And GIAS Academy is also offering the CA program at your school campus. So interested schools can contact. Uh, these are the following. These are the phone numbers. You can contact and get the details. And the fee is affordable. Thank you so much for watching this video. Share this video for those who are preparing NEET, okay, and IIT. So you can send this video and subscribe this video for the further session. Thank you so much.